Welcome, witches, to today's top 5 books to get lost in. Typically, when I think of getting lost in a book, I most typically think of heavy world building, great fantasies, kind of thick, long books, long series. And I think that we're going to go in a different direction. Yes, we'll have a fantasy in there that you can get lost in the world, but we'll also have some of those comfort reads where it is a series, but it's just the characters and not so much the story, but just the general, it's easy to get lost in, it's an easy story to follow. But also those books that they are so twisty, there's so much action, you can't see the ending coming that you get lost in them because as soon as you start reading, you're sucked in, and before you know it, the day is over and you have read the entire book. So throughout this, we will have there'll be some different types of books to get lost in, and hopefully you will find a recommendation for a book to get lost in based on kind of the need you have in the moment. Let's start with the first one, which is in the more typical of getting lost in a world, and that would be The Wayward Children by Seanan McGuire. What I love about this is one, if you've read the series, you can go back and pick out a book from the series that maybe fits a mood or the feeling that you're having because in each world they're so unique. There's so much difference behind them. There's different feels, there's different characters, there's different meaning behind each story. And I think that it's easy to find one that fits the moment. And they're short, they're sweet. It's you can get lost in that world and also read it in a day and feel accomplished all in one. So that's what is really great about that. I think you can find one to fit any mood or need to get lost in. The second book is going to fit more of that. You're going to start reading, you're going to get sucked into the story. It's fast paced, it's quick, it's twisty, it's thrillery. You're not going to see the end coming, and that would be Find a Girls by Riley Sager. This is the book that, for me, cemented Riley Sager as an auto-buy author. This was a 5-star read. He's such a fantastic writer. This is definitely that story that you are going to get lost in. It's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be thrilling. It's definitely one of those you just need to go on a roller coaster while you're reading and get sucked into a story. Now, bringing it back to you just need a warm hug, something that feels in this world maybe a little bit relatable, helps you feel in those emotions, and that would be Anxious People by Fredrik Backman. Very character driven, it's very quiet, but it's very absorbing in the story. Chapters are short, so it's easy to get lost in and just kind of keep on going. That one more chapter, you get wrapped up in the characters' lives with them. Book 4 is going to that series where you know the book is going to be solid. You kind of know what to expect. You enjoy the characters, you have a connection to the characters, and that would be the Joy Mancuso Father O'Brien series by Owen Parr. There's like 11 in the series, and I've read 7 of them. If you're curious, these were part of my series that I want to continue, finish, or start in 2026. I will have that linked. This is a detective series, so you get to feel like you're part of the mystery. You kind of know the general themes and how it's going to go. You know the characters, you're connected to them, you're invested, you get to feel like you're part of the team. It just really scratches that fun detective itch and that comfort read that you know is going to be pretty solid, enjoyable, and you're going to love. Definitely more one for when you want to read a book, you want to be invested in it, but you don't need the mental load of maybe some other books or like fantasy worlds. The last one on the list is Mary Jane. This is a very nostalgic, very fun book, very easy to get lost in the story. It's another one of those just like comfort hug reads that you're getting lost in the world. There's not a lot necessarily happening. It's not twisty, it's not turny, it's just life. The writing is very calming, very comforting, but real in a very strange way. I think it's a really fascinating book because things are happening yet like nothing's happening. It's just one of those books where you're just so invested in the characters. It's a very calming, very emotionally light read. Those would be kind of my top 5 recommendations for different vibes that you have for books that you need to get lost in when maybe you're in a reading slump. Maybe you want to read something, but you don't necessarily want to reread, but you don't want something that you're going to have to get super invested in. You have a different feel, or you do want to reread and these are some really great books. Forgive me, my microphone died. Whatever your reasons for needing to get lost in a book or prevent a slump, these are some of my recommendations. I'd be curious, what are your recommendations for books to get lost in? I'm always looking for great book recommendations, so please leave them in a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, witches.